ghosts, ghouls, and goblins, and welcome to a special spooky episode of 321 Presents. I am Nick, and if I were dressing up this year, I think I would be doing a Bobby from K-pop Demon Hunters. I can cut my hair down, trim the mustache, and that's a pretty easy costume to put together. And with me, as always, is my co-host, the host with the most, Zach. What would you be dressed up as?
I'm be dressing up as one of those guys that is affiliated with Chauncey Billups.
Oh, no. Yikes. Yikes, problematic immediately. We are here on a very special Halloween episode of 321 Presents, as I said at the beginning here. And I've got, since we are kind of off schedule here, doing this one a little before the actual holidays to be ready, we're not going to have our current events necessarily, but I did come prepared with some tricks and treats in the form of some games and activities.
Ooh, there are treats.
Indeed.
I thought this was purely tricks, which is not out of the possibility quite yet.
Indeed. I don't know how treaty it'll be, but first off, as I like to do, and to start us off, is to bring up a thought that I had and have no way of verifying what the correct answers are. How many of your trick-or-treating costumes do you remember the history of?
I remember...
Because I can only pull like 3 guaranteed off of my list. And I know there had to have been more.
I can remember probably more than that. I could probably remember at least, I'm going to say, a solid number 7.
That's why. Okay. So start me off with, what was your last trick-or-treat? If you remember like how old you were and what your costume was.
Ooh, how old I was. I think I was 7th, 8th grade for my last trick or treat, if I remember correctly.
Which is about that's like 12, 13-ish.
Yeah, and I think I went as Peyton Manning.
Ooh, yeah, you did pull that one out, huh?
I did pull out.
That's a pretty easy one to put together.
Yep.
Because I know my last like outing trick or treating was taking you and Cody. And I was not even getting like the candy anymore at that point.
Oh, you were getting candy.
I was getting it at the end of the night as part of the tax process for sure. But yeah, they were not
the FBI.
They were not giving it to me. They were not putting it in the basket.
They didn't know they were giving it to you.
But I ran this one out a couple of years in a row in my high school era. Was an Indiana Jones costume that I purely put together because we happened to find the brown leather jacket to make it work.
Jacket and hat, it's all you need.
Basically. I did have a little like side satchel sort of thing. They would not let me take a whip into Catholic school. Surprise, surprise.
But this crystal skull is fine.
Did not exist at the time. So that was non-canonical. What else do you, because I'll give you the ones I remember. I know Indiana Jones, it was like late era. I know in about 6th grade, I want to say. I know at least once, if not, I think around 6th grade, I did a Zorro, complete with a little drawn-on mustache.
Yeah, you have pictures of that.
And then I probably did more than 1 year as a Red Ranger back in my like kindergarten, 1st grade days, because I distinctly remember that our cousin Bub had the White Ranger outfit with the deluxe gloves that had the little built-in buttons that made the sound when you hit the button and moved your hands around. I was like, damn, that's so cool. Ah.
I had to make the noise myself.
Yeah, behind my plastic little sheet with the lines cut out on the printout. So yeah, those 3, and then I don't even actually remember it, but I know there's photographic evidence of me as a very small little toddler dressed up as a doctor.
Sure, Dr. Nick.
Those are the 4 I can pull. How about, what do you recall besides the Peyton Manning?
So we've done Peyton Manning. I was like a zombie football player 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I did Charizard a couple years ago, actually, with my adorable little onesie. I've done that a couple years now.
I would argue if that counts as, but we'll keep running down.
We were all dressed up at his concert, so that counts.
Okay.
I was Batman at least probably 2 or 3 years in a row.
Oh, that was a good one, yeah.
The Death Eater. It was either a Death Eater or one of the creepy things from Lord of the Rings, the ghostly, ghastly guys.
The ring wraiths?
Yeah, it's one of those. I couldn't remember which one.
I think probably a ring wraith. I don't think
probably a ring wraith, actually.
I don't think it would have been cool to dress up as a wizard Nazi.
We didn't know. Who knew the story?
I mean, I don't think I would have let you go out that way.
I don't know if we knew that though.
Because
this was like the early 2000s.
That's why it probably was a ring wraith.
Yeah,
for sure. Because the book 4 wasn't until later.
Yep, I've done Boxer. I've done a Power Ranger myself. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone, I think, of our generation had to have at least one Power Ranger year.
Power Ranger or Batman. What else have I done? I think that is it. I think I was a ninja too for 1 year. I think off the top of my head.
Almost certainly, because I distinctly remember an era where you and Cody would fight with those fake ninja props.
Yeah, I remember being dressed up in a lot of black-ish spandex type stuff.
I see some recurring themes and like repeating elements that are kind of a staple here.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Yeah, that was again. I have no way of. I don't.
We have. I can almost.
There is. We can do some digging.
I'm pretty sure there's pictures of almost every one of my Halloween costumes for the most-ish part.
Oh, they definitely exist, but whether or not anyone knows exactly where those photos are at the moment,
or what this is,
exactly.
What I dressed up as.
Yeah, that would also take some deciphering, but very good. Well, my first Halloween-based activity here, I have put together a little list compiled from a few different sources. I went searching around for a few different takes on what people thought were like top 20, top 10 Halloween movies. And we're going to go down the list, and we're going to say if you think this movie is a treat or trash.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun. And we're going to see here. I've got some interesting polls of what people consider Halloween movies.
This is very funny for both you and I, because you and I do not do spooky movies, which is going to be the large percent of the Halloween.
Now, I have gone ahead and tried to cultivate the list into something that we both have a little bit of more touchstone on. So we're not going to do a bunch of like the real horror. We're not going to do any Rob Zombie or like Texas Chainsaw Massacres.
Scream 37. What do we think about it?
Yeah. So I have tried to keep it in the range of things that we are at least tangentially familiar with to have an opinion on. So let's see how we go on this list of is it a treat or trash? And if we need to stop in on one, or we can just rapid fire them. Starting off with the Disney movie classic from 1998, Halloween Town. Is that trash or a treat to you?
I'm going to say it's a treat for me.
Same. It's a nostalgia treat for me. They don't really hold up well, I don't think.
I still like to watch them for at least the Halloween season.
The first one, I think, still holds up. The sequels, less so.
The first two are the ones that you really need to watch. That's where you stop.
Yeah, that's fair. Similar vein, 1993's classic Hocus Pocus. Treat. Very good. I'm right there with you. That's another Halloween classic to me.
Very much so. Like, you can't go wrong with a Hocus Pocus during the spooky season.
Indeed. Now, similar era, 1996's Scream, the original. The introduction of... No, I'm thinking of a different franchise with Ghostface. What did Scream do?
Pretty sure it's Ghostface.
I thought that was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
This
immediately shows our...
This one is...
unfamiliar. Scream is the
This is like David Arquette, right?
I think so.
This is like the David Arquette, and then What You Did Last Summer is like Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Scream
They're different flavors of the same thing.
Yeah, Scream is Ghostface for sure. I know that. I know what you did.
Yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't...
It's the creepy phone calls.
Yeah, I don't even
or something.
Know. Yeah.
Or they're the exact same film franchise, and I've been misled.
And we just switched out David Arquette with beloved Freddie Prinze Jr.
I think I'm going to go ahead and for me, I do not indulge in this particular franchise or style of movie, so that's trash for me.
Are we doing personal preference or just...
Yeah, completely subjective.
As for the people, it's going to be treat because it's the start of something great, but for me, it's trash. I don't like I'm not a scary.
And that's what we're here for, to put the little on the thumbnail that you and I think Scream is trash.
Oh, good. Yeah. Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that gets more clicks than hate.
Exactly. See, thinking here.
I like it. Clickbait is all for it. Yeah.
Moving on the list, Blair Witch Project from 1999. Treat or trash?
That is going to be trash for me. That is, if I remember correctly, it's like one of the scariest movies.
It depends on who you ask.
It depends what age you get introduced to it.
You were probably like 4 at the time. That's pretty upsetting.
Yeah, my childhood was not very contained. I was not protected from a lot of different things.
Indeed. So let's go back a little further then. How about 1988's Beetlejuice?
Treat. I love Beetlejuice.
Classic. Beetlejuice is also a treat for me. That's a classic Keaton role in Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
An all-timer. Similar era. How about The Addams Family?
I don't think there is a bad Addams Family movie, in my opinion. There's some that are not as good as others, but this one is a treat. I think most of them are
I think
treats.
specifically the original outing is a real banger for sure. That's a treat. Now, this is an interesting one for its inclusion on the list as a Halloween movie. How about Coco?
Coco as a well, it is.
It's a Dia de los Muertos movie.
Yeah, which is the
on the border.
It's on Dia de los Muertos encompasses Halloween and All Saints Day, and I think a few days on either sides of that. I mean,
now we know as a film it is a treat, but is it a Halloween treat?
Yes.
Okay.
Because like I said, it encompasses the day of Halloween, and I don't think from what I know, from what my friends have told me, in Mexico, they do not celebrate Halloween unless you are in the white neighborhoods.
I mean, that checks out for sure.
That is the only place. Otherwise, it's Dia de los Muertos everywhere else.
Yeah, for sure. Because Halloween is an American thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I'm incapable of saying that Coco is trash in any context, so it's a treat for me as well.
Yeah, I think you get your card revoked if you say it's trash.
And I didn't, so we're fine. Moving on down the list. How about, have you even caught this one? Adam Sandler's 2020 feel-good flick, Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, we watched it together. That one, for the movie that's supposed to be bad, I do like Hubie. It's a good time. That
was a good, Billy Madison silly level of Adam Sandler.
The answer to, Cut Gems is not good, huh? I will show you not good.
Yeah, I still have not good in my bag, fam.
They're like, no, this is pretty good.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay, now my controversial one, well, one of them, Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
It's technically a Halloween movie, but
Christmas is in the title, though.
It is, but we're in Halloween.
Features Santa Claus.
We are in Halloween town, and if I went to our local Target yesterday, there's Christmas stuff out already. They're replacing all the Halloween stuff. So
Halloween shopping season was 3 months ago, back in July.
So I can't. They were predicting the future a little bit before their time.
Indeed.
For me though, I'm gonna say it's trash. I don't enjoy.
There's some more clickbait. It's a musical.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it as much as I thought I would or should.
That's unfortunate considering how much your partner loves it.
She does.
Now I think I'm with you here. It is in fact a Halloween movie. It is not a Christmas story. It's a treat for me. I do. I mean, it introduced Skellington into the vernacular. You can't ignore that. That's classic.
Yeah.
And for those of us who can tolerate musicals, you got a couple all-timers in there.
Very much so.
Going down the list, we still got a few more to knock out, and I think some that you will be more excited for than others. How about Scary Movie from 2000, the original?
Treat.
That's trash to me, baby. That has not aged well at all.
Doesn't matter if it's aged I understand the references and everything about it.
It'll be too cringe for me.
You got to take it back to the time.
Okay. Speaking of taking it back to the time, how about the 1984 cult classic? It spawned multiple. The franchise classic Ghostbusters. Is that a Halloween treat or is that trash?
Depends which versions.
Original.
The originals are treat.
Okay.
I don't like the new ones as much.
I will go ahead and say I've not actually watched all of the Ghostbusters. I've seen most of one. And that's about it.
I think I did it even backwards. I think I started at 2, and then you have to go back to watch 1, and then you got to watch 2 again, and then you continue on from there.
Okay. How about what are your feelings on the zombie movie 28 Days Later? Back from 2002, excuse me.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh, that's classic. That's Cillian Murphy in an England a month after a pandemic.
I've seen this. I've seen it pop up probably hundreds and hundreds of times, and it's like, nah.
And has now spawned the full trilogy. They've done the 28 months and 28 years now, fully later.
Huh.
So, yeah.
I do like me a Cillian Murphy, though.
Unfortunately, he does not reprise his role in the following films.
Because they can't afford him anymore.
Yeah, there's several issues with retaining Cillian there. But yes. For me, 28 Days Later is a treat. That is a very good bit, and probably the highlight of the 28 day, or the 28 X number of time. later franchise.
Does that count as a Halloween movie?
Well, so that's
that is
it's a zombie movie.
But do all zombie movies count?
Well, how about this one? How about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island? Is that a Halloween movie?
That one is the Halloween movie. I'm putting it above all else. That is by far. That is a.
I knew you'd have
a hit classic. From what I've read, allegedly they're supposed to be making a live action one of that guy too, which could
that
be
is
very
the
good
one
or
to
bad.
go. Yeah, I mean that. In the Scooby-Doo lore, that's an all-timer.
There is a number of different YouTube videos that I've watched that have said this is the perfect Scooby-Doo movie.
And the funny thing about it is it's like the one instance where it's actually supernatural.
That's why it's so good.
In the Scooby-Doo verse. Yes, 100%. Very good. Just a few more to knock out here. How about the wholesome family classic, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? Is that a Halloween treat or trash?
I feel like this is the trap here.
Yeah.
I don't have like strong feelings about it, but it is not amongst my Halloween watching. Today, I'm going to say it's trash, but for children, it's a treat.
Yeah, this is probably an age dependent one, but for our viewing purposes, I think this is also trash to me. How about, does this one count as Halloween to you? Hotel Transylvania. That's got all your Halloween monsters.
Yes, because I think they have Halloween, and the original does have encompass a Halloween celebration
for sure. Treat or trash?
Treat.
Very good.
Adam Sandler, baby.
More Adam Sandler. I mean, he's we've got a style over here. What can I say? How about Saw, the 2004 original Saw?
Trash. I hate scary movies, but it is a treat for
It's not even
others.
particularly like scary. It's just a gore fest. Trash as well for me on that one. And how about a couple of deep pulls here? I'll go with my older one here. Are you even familiar with the Mike Myers movie from 1993, So I Married an Axe Murderer?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Okay, well, this one is, to me, a little sleeper gem that you can 100% count as a Halloween movie.
Didn't know it was a Mike Myers movie.
This is Mike Myers in a starring role where he...
Oh, I have seen this with you and your mom. This is where I've watched this.
And that is 100% where you would have found it, because Mom infected me with it too. Mike Myers, circa 1993, is a beat poet in San Francisco.
Was this after he did his Wayne's World?
This is pre-Wayne's
World.
Yeah, this is, I think, his first feature starring role, and is very much a cult classic. Did not do great.
And for the youth out there, they say, "What is a Mike Myers?" And I say, Shrek.
This is, you can hear the Shrek voice before he is cast as Shrek, because he plays his Scottish father, and it's the exact same voice he uses for Shrek. You can see it in the making. That's my little pull there. And now, last one that I'll go through on Trash or Treat: Monsters Inc. 2001 classic.
Treat.
And a Halloween movie?
No. No.
It's about monsters.
It is about monsters. So you can't. So we can get into what is a Halloween movie like. Is the Addams Family Values a Halloween movie? It's about Thanksgiving.
That's a great point.
But it's about the Addams Family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say in that particular instance, not a Halloween movie.
Well, what about Zombieland? Zombieland a Halloween movie? It's about zombies.
Oh, I think yes. I think Zombieland, yes.
I feel like I can't encompass just zombie movies as Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, spooky theme. What else do you want besides the zombies to make it more Halloween? Does it have to be around Halloween?
I think
because one of the ones that I excluded from the list that a lot of people put on was E.T. because it happens on Halloween.
That might, that one.
But I don't think that's a good argument.
You're not wrong, but it ain't right either. I can't encompass. The reason I can't encompass all the zombies is because zombies are such a thing nowadays. Walking Dead is everywhere with its 3 or 4 different franchises now that are streaming amongst the AMC.
Yeah, there's a lot of spin-offs going on there that some I don't even realize are in that Walking Dead verse.
Yeah.
So, and Walking Dead I don't think would count either.
Yeah, all logic out the window. I'm here for it.
Any other movies you want to toss into the list to see if it's treat or trash, or have we?
Have you seen, and this is another one of my favorite Disney classics along with Halloween Town, what is it? Mom Went on a Date with a Vampire?
No, that is, I think, out of my era.
If you like Halloween Town, it's a fun little. It's not a good movie, but it's like.
I mean, the Disney movies very rarely are.
It's very nostalgic.
Okay. Sure. What's her face from Sabrina? I think Caroline Rhea. Yeah. That's absolutely a Disney original movie for sure. I can now absolutely see that being from that same mold there. Fantastic. Well, I've got a couple more games here for our Halloween special. Would you like the easy one or the hard one?
Give me the hard one.
Okay, fantastic.
I don't want to think so hard at the end.
Well, let's see. Now I have to determine which one's going to make you think harder.
Yeah, this is a hero's journey here. We do all the hard stuff in the middle, and then once I've seen the light, I take it back to the people.
Okay. I'll go ahead and give you the longer one here for the hard one then. And this is going to be because you should be very warmed up for this, thanks to all the prep we've been doing with the new Pokemon game. We're going to play Spooky Who's That Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, enter the meme right there. Let me pull up my tabs. I have, I believe, 10 different Pokemon for you here. And I'm going to give you one Pokedex entry from them. See if you can tell me who they are.
Also, Pokemon is not for children. If you actually want to...
Yeah, we're going to find that out here
Pokemon
very quickly.
Pokemon is not for children, especially... Or they're just praying that children cannot read. It's one of the two.
One of the two. So yes, we will see here. I've got one. The Pokedex entries open.
Also, another question I have is before we get there, and just in the land while we're in Halloween Town. Yep. Speaking of all the spooky things, what is wrong with people outside of America that just have the most horrific, like folk tale stories and whatnot that are just like, I'm going to scar my child into doing something right?
Yeah, that was traditionally the tactic in child rearing, was you invent a boogeyman of some sort to fear-based gain their compliance into doing the menial chores and obeying the rules that you set forth.
It's funny to me that...
Or else Krampus will come and take you back into hell.
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
Yeah.
And Disney's like, you're monsters. Look how cute they are.
Mm-hmm.
Look how beautiful that monster is.
Yep.
All right. Read me that Dexes.
Okay, fantastic. So, like I said, we've got the Pokedex entries here. As we know, there's always a little variation between the generations and whatnot. So I've picked some that are less obvious, but if you need a hint, we'll go for partial credit, and you have some more obvious entries.
I'm sure some of the original entries are just buck wild.
And I've gone ahead, because as we've discussed, there are over 1,000 Pokemon. I've gone ahead and gone for more of the classics. I've tried to stick Gen 7 or earlier. So none of the more recent ones
the classic.
I don't feel good getting one by you because you don't remember it exists.
Sure.
Type of thing is what I've tried to do, but that might be giving you too much credit for your memory of all the Pokemon.
Surely these are all ghost type Pokemon at this level.
Well, we'll see, because one of the other things you can get points for is telling me who it is and what their typing is.
Sure.
Because I might not have gone all ghost here. The Pokedex is filled with monstrosities. Here, our first one. It is said that the gas emanating from a graveyard was possessed by the grievances of the deceased and thus became a Pokemon.
This is tough because I would imagine this is Ghastly because it has the word gas in its name, but it could also be Haunter as well. But Ghastly seems right because I assume this is a lazy entry back in the day. Like, what do we do with this gas Pokemon? How do we describe it?
Exactly. No, you're 100% correct. The gas was the key word there.
And he's a ghost poison.
For Ghastly. Fantastic. That's full marks on entry number 1 in Spooky Who's That Pokemon? Let's crank it up here a little then. Over to entry number 2. A doll that became a Pokemon over its grudge from being junked. It seeks the child that disowned it.
Oh, I can see this Pokemon too. Is it like Mariuki or something like that? Is that the name of the Pokemon?
That is not the name of the Pokemon.
Oh, I can picture it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is like a Gen 3 or 4 Pokemon for sure. Oh, what is her name?
If it's any help, it is a middle evolution.
Yeah.
Or no, this is the second form. This is only a 2-stage evolution chain. Yeah,
and I know it's another ghost.
It is a ghost.
It's like a ghost fairy type, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, now we might be on different... This is a pure ghost.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know this one. I can see it, but I don't know the name. I always say, no.
strong feelings of hatred turned a puppet into a Pokemon. If it opens its mouth, its cursed energy escapes. And the Mega Evolution entry for this one is Mega Evolution increases its vindictiveness, and the cursing power that was held back by its zipper comes spilling out.
Is this Banette?
This is Banette.
There we go.
Got it at the end. We'll give you partial credit for getting it after a couple of hints.
Thank you. I'll take partial credit.
Absolutely. Who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Feared and loathed by many, it is believed to bring misfortune to all those who see it at night.
This is tough because
that is a very vague one for sure.
Is this?
I'll give you the other side of it. If spotted, it will lure an unwary person into chasing it, then lose the pursuer on mountain trails.
Is this one of the Duskulls?
This is not a skull.
It's not a ghost type. This feels like a dark type.
You are correct there. That is a good hunch.
Who's luring people out in the mountains?
Give you one more here from a different gen. It searches for shiny things for its boss. This Pokemon's presence is said to be unlucky, so many people detest it.
This makes me think of Meowth, but it's not a Meowth.
Not a Meowth.
Because Meowth is 100% not dark.
Yep.
Treasure. I don't know.
What else besides cats would be looking for treasure?
Fish. Fish like shiny things. Exactly like shiny things. I don't. A lot of things are looking for shiny things. Is this Sableye?
This one should go ahead and help you in the right. They awaken at dusk and take wing in the twilight, leading to the expression "get home before the blank fly." You're gonna be mad. I'll tell you, it looks like he's wearing a little hat.
Looks like he's wearing. I mean, Mr. Mime Jr.
No.
Come here, little kids.
We've gone ahead and stumped you with this one, I think. This is Murkrow.
Oh, I forgot about Murkrow.
The dark flying type Murkrow.
I forgot about that bird.
He leads people astray on mountain paths if you follow him.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Murkrow.
Yeah, it's been a couple gens.
Because I don't think he's never been on the Switch.
Oh, he was definitely in, I think, Sword and Shield.
I don't know if he was because we had the other metal bird, the new guy.
Yeah, that's true. The Corviknights were a little bit more common. All right, moving on to our next, and this one is a particularly fitting one for the day. First hint. Singing in eerie voices, they wander town streets on the night of the new moon. Anyone who hears their song is cursed.
Jigglypuff? No. Who's singing?
And that is maybe a little misleading because that's not a thing I would assume about this particular one. Let's see if I have any other entries that are less.
Like I said, I assume all these are ghost or dark type Pokemons.
That's a pretty good assumption. Okay, here's a hint. This Pokemon, canonically, in-game, comes in multiple sizes and has a different entry for each size. Small size of this Pokemon pretend to be children to fool adults. Anyone who falls for the act gets carried away to the hereafter. Large version of this Pokemon put on the guise of adults, taking the hands of children to lead them to the afterlife.
Just taking all the children.
And jumbo versions of this Pokemon aren't picky. They'll forcefully drag anyone off to the afterlife.
This sounds like from what I know about the entry, it sounds like a Gengar, but I don't think that is true.
No.
Because Gengar
does not have multiple forms. This is in-game.
I don't know who has multiple. I guess I've never paid one. I don't read, so naturally. But I don't know who has multiple forms. Histories.
This is Gourgeist, the evolved form of Pumpkaboo.
I forgot about. Yeah, I forgot
the
about
jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I forgot about that Pokemon.
Well, then you are maybe in tough luck for the rest of this.
No, we're good.
Okay,
we're doing good. I've seen that Pokemon.
You have seen that Pokemon.
It's unfair of them to give me 1,000 Pokemon.
There's a lot to remember.
That's very mean of them.
Indeed. This one, this is one I was unsure of if you will remember or not, so I'll go ahead and throw that out there. These Pokemon arose from the spirits of people interred in graves. Each retains memories of its former life.
This is the Duskulls, and what is the evolution? Dusk.
I know which one. Dusknor and Dusknops, and this is not them.
It takes people. Takes the form of people.
This one is a little bit more telling. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry.
Oh. trying to remember what all the Pokemon look like.
Yeah.
That's the tough part. That sound to me. That sounds like the picture of a Duskull, because you have the little skull guy. He has the little floating.
There's someone else in the family of a similar, and again, this might be a gen that you're maybe just not remembering as well.
Oh, is this a Frostglass?
Ooh, that's a good pull, but no. I will say instead of snow, think sand. This Pokemon was found in a desert biome.
Really?
In a ruins situation.
What's out there? Sandshrews are out there. Those are my guys.
Yeah. You know how often Sandshrew are seen crying over the masks of their former human selves.
Yeah, because they were turned into a shrew, you know?
That's some dark lore.
It is. I don't know.
This is the Gen 5 Pokemon Yamask.
Oh, yeah.
Who turns into Cofragrius, the coffin with the ghost hands that are coming out.
I delete that Pokemon from my memory because it's just so...
Clearly.
I don't like the look of it at all.
That checks out. Moving on here. I think this does count as the hard one.
Yeah, this is the hard one.
Of the quizzes, so very good that we're getting it here early. Our next Who's That Pokemon? This Pokemon was only recently identified as a Pokemon. Previously, people thought it was just a ghost wearing a cloth.
What is it? What? I got questions about what's happening.
In Pokemon world, ghosts are real, and sometimes they turn into Pokemon.
I got you. To be fair, that is confusing. But I understand. It's not a cast form.
Nope.
No, it's the purple guy with he's small.
No.
No.
How about another? It has taken damage and can no longer hold the head of its cloth disguise upright for as long as it lives.
This is the the Yuki thing, the one that looks like a Pikachu, but it's you hit it once and it
Mimikyu will never forget its attacker. Yes, that is Mimikyu, and that's another partial credit. You got there.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take partial
for sure. Let's hop on to we're into the final four now.
Also, very mean a Pokemon that there are like a bunch of Pokemon that look like ghosts.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah, some of which are not always ghosts.
Yep. So based on how we've gone here, this might be another one that's skipped your memory, but let's see how you do. These Pokemon are created when spirits possess rotten tree stumps.
This is Phantom.
Right off the bat. Full credit. You got it before I even finished.
I like Phantom a lot. He's a very cool design.
Phantom is the one. These Pokemon are created when spirits possess rotten tree stumps.
I like Phantom a lot. I don't like Treevenant.
That's fair. According to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest. That's the darkness I wanted to get in here for the spooky Pokedex
Protect
entries.
the viewers.
If the kids get lost in the forest, they do die and they do turn into Pokemon. Don't worry.
If the Murkrow leads you out there, you become a tree. A magical tree.
In a similar vein, our next Who's That Pokemon?
Also, is this not just the story for Over the Garden Wall?
Yeah, pretty similar, yeah. There could be a lot of potential crossover in the stories. Who's That Pokemon? Stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children.
Is this Haunter?
Nope.
It feels like a Haunter thing.
The keyword in this the second half there is the real tell on this one that it dislikes heavy children.
Or is it Drifloon?
This is Drifloon.
Yeah.
Very good.
Drifloon
that is full credit.
Drifloon was weird. It's like a little balloon guy.
It's a balloon.
What is this guy made out of that he's just picking up children?
Its round body is stuffed with souls and expands each time it leads someone astray.
A Mega Evolution's just carrying a little fat kid away.
Yeah. I mean, its Mega does turn into a hot air balloon. Get in, little boy. Let's see here. Last two. Who's That Pokemon? It senses coming disasters and appears before people only to warn them of impending danger.
Oh, that's a good ghost Pokemon.
A misunderstood Pokemon, in fact.
Is it Mischievous?
No, but although I will say she does have some similar entries, and I did consider her for this game, but no.
Trying to think of what Pokemon could be misunderstood.
And long ago, superstitions were spread about it, saying it brought disaster. This fed a hatred of it, and it was driven deep into the mountains.
I'm just trying to warn you. I don't know what this is. This is because it's like
I'll give you a hint. This is one of my faves.
One of your faves. Interesting.
And it is also not a ghost.
Not a ghost. How favorite are we talking about here?
Ooh, just outside top 3, probably. Definitely top 10. I use it whenever it's an option.
For sure, dark type, I feel like.
It is a dark type.
What dark type do you like? Trying to think who are like your mainstays. Who is dark? I don't know.
And I will also tell you this, you have one in this new Pokemon game.
The problem is I have
You have everything.
I have to like
So
200 different Pokemon.
That hint is a little less useful for you, but it is true.
And I feel like,
and if that's not a big enough hint, I know you have it because the story gives it to you.
Oh, interesting. What is the story given to me?
What has the story given to?
Well, at least hopefully given to me.
Now, guaranteed, you get this Pokemon in the Pokemon Legends game.
It's not a Fennekin?
Nope.
Which is...
That's not a guarantee. You might miss that side quest.
You could.
If you're doing the main quest line, you get this one.
Really?
Yep.
Have I been gifted this Pokemon? I would have had to. It's like it's...
It is Absol.
Oh, I forgot about Absol.
Mega Absol's the very first Rogue Mega.
Yeah, I've completely... Absol's dying in my box right now. Well, not dying in my box, but
yeah, collecting dust.
It's got a Karen cut. I can't do it.
It is not a great Mega form for Absol. I will say that. I am not a big fan of the Mega.
I mean, the Absol in general just has a Karen cut, but you know.
I do like the asymmetry on its base design.
It upsets me as a math guy. I need my patterns.
Now our final entry here in Spooky Who's That Pokemon. It hides in shadows. It is said that in rooms where this Pokemon is hiding, the temperature drops by nearly 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
I mean, that you just described a ghost to me. So that's cool. We know it's a ghost type.
Yep.
Boys and girls, what kind of ghost type is it? There's so many ghost types that we can choose from.
Yep. Drops
by 10 degrees. Makes it sound like it's a big Pokemon. Gengar is big, but I don't know if that would be the right one.
To steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity.
That does sound very Gengar Haunter, but that just kind of also describes a ghost to me. You keep describing this ghost to me.
There's a lot of ways to slice the ghost pie for Pokemon. Which is part of what makes the game hard.
This thing is a ghost. You remember? It's a ghost.
I will go ahead and cut you off from any more potential guesses. It is Gengar.
Yeah. I was like, this could literally be...
It's funny that it consistently, like all across its many, because this is, again, Gen 1, been around for all 9 gens, they consistently are like, it gets cold around this guy. If you're near a Gengar, gonna get cold, dog.
You know, it's crazy to me that
he is not an ice type.
That is, I was about to say, it's crazy to me that's the entry, because you have Frostglass, who is...
Also, a very specific ice-based ghost.
It's like, it must warm over here with this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that was the hard game, which was Spooky Who's That Pokemon? And then the last little quiz I have for you here is based around, I think, something that you and I both have partaken in quite a lot of, although I'd be surprised if either one of us could say we've seen all 36 of these. And of course...
Screams.
No. The other holiday favorite that I can't believe I hadn't mentioned up until now, Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror.
Ooh, I've watched a lot of them.
I know that you tend to kind of binge some series every now and then, so let's see how many of those have stuck in your head for my little Treehouse of Horror quiz.
There's not that many. I feel like Treehouse of Horror is a newer thing. It hasn't always...
Well, you're in for... Let's find out how we do here on the quiz.
Because I think I remember the first one. Maybe, perhaps.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Let's see. Which 2 characters always appear in Treehouse of Horror episodes?
Homer feels like... he has to always appear because he's like the main... He is the main character.
But some episodes are not Homer-centric.
They are not.
There's a big cast of characters.
There is, but there's only 3 voice actors.
There's like 6. Give them a little credit.
All right, there's 6 voice actors for their big cast. Who's always appearing?
These 2 characters always appear in Treehouse of Horror, and I will say do not regularly appear outside of Treehouse of Horror.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But
it feels like the devil's part of is like one of them.
He's not in every episode.
He is not. The Grim Reaper isn't either. Those would be like my two like side characters. Who is? Trying to remember, because each Treehouse of Horror is so different, especially now in the new ones.
But they did catch on to a trend that they were doing early on, and were like, consciously, we're going to keep putting these two back in.
Feels like death should be part of it. But
and the fact that it's two of them is a pretty... Think about pairs.
Yeah, it'd be like God and the devil. My pairs. No.
I'll go ahead and save you here. It sounds like we're not going to get there. This is our two regular occurrences on Treehouse of Horror. Kang and Kodos, the aliens.
Oh, I forget they existed.
And they only show up for Treehouse of Horror.
I don't know if they've been in the more recent ones.
They even if it's only like a minor walk-in on like an intro or outro bit, they have made it.
I think one of the voice actors the voice actor isn't there anymore because there was something wrong with Kane and Kodos because I feel like I don't see them nearly as often as I used to.
They definitely had a peak in the mid years, like the mid point of the series, and then it has largely become like as is tradition, here's Kang and Kodos for a few seconds, but no, they have continued to appear in all 36 episodes of Treehouse of Horror. Off to a hot start here.
Love it.
What other staple of Treehouse of Horror episodes is featured in almost every episode, most notably at the very beginning and very end?
It's like the different intro sort of thing, right?
I'm thinking of something very specific about the intros that is different for Treehouse of Horror episodes. And it's very important that it's at the very beginning and very end. Something happens on all the episodes there that they do something different for.
Is it a narration?
No. It is the scary/silly themed names that they do for all the cast and crew. Like bat graining instead of mat graining.
Yeah.
So... hot start. Just a couple more here.
I never make it all the way. Who makes it?
Apparently, you were not. Getting.
Who makes it all the way to the end?
I mean, they do it at the beginning too for some of them. But anyway, how many of the 36 Treehouse of Horrors? And there's no way you would know this. You're just gonna have to guess here. How many Treehouse of Horrors have aired on Halloween Day, October 31st?
Know it. So assuming.
You now know there have been 36 of them.
We know there's 36 of them, and assuming that we know The Simpsons airs on Saturday.
Sundays.
Animation Dominations. I thought they did it on Saturdays because of the NFL.
No, pretty traditionally, the evening animation block was Sundays.
I assume there's just a couple in there that are like special. Here's where Halloween, Fox is going to throw on the new Treehouse of Horror. So out of the 36, we're going to say a nice conservative 10.
You have overshot the amount. It is actually only twice.
Really?
That Treehouse of Horror has debuted on Halloween Day. In 1991, Treehouse of Horror 2, and in 1999, Treehouse of Horror 10.
Dang, they really stuck to that schedule and said...
I was going to try and make another one about... there was a big slate in the middle... the mid 2010s where it constantly didn't happen until November and it kept getting bumped by playoff baseball. There's
a lot of weird Simpsons where the start of the new seasons, it's Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, very it's a definite way to mark the seasons for sure. So a couple more here. From classic literature to modern pop culture, Treehouse of Horror have taken inspiration from many sources. Which classic anime series got parodied in Treehouse of Horror number 33?
Oh, I've watched that one too.
And it's a pretty direct parody of one of my faves, and definitely in the older batch now.
Makes me want to say Yu Yu Haku because that feels very Halloween-y.
That's not a bad notion. I think a little more recent than Yu Yu Hakusho. But also very fitting for a Halloween story vibe.
Dang it. Dang these Simpsons and all their references.
Yeah, they do a lot of them. And I've got another question about references coming up for you, so...
That's what they do. anime, though.
Very specifically, a classic anime series.
Classic, huh? And it's not that old. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, it's not as old as Yu Yu Hakusho, which is like from the early 90s. It's a 2000s.
What is there?
Let me double check the release year here.
Naruto feels like a weird one, but wouldn't be fitting for, it could be.
Mid 2000s, this series. It was not Naruto.
No, I feel like that's too much money to spend.
I mean, they also did not like specifically license anything, but it's very clear which thing that they're riffing on.
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not any real... I don't think there's any good hints I can give you without spoiling it. Maybe? How common is the phrase Shinigami in other anime?
Oh, it's Death Note. I forgot about the Death Note they did, yeah.
Yeah, Lisa gets a
Death Note.
The Death... it's like the Death Tome or something. But it is the same, basic premise. Lisa gets the note. Bart tries to solve like the fact that she's the one doing it, but the twist in this one is that Lisa destroys the Death Note and becomes a Shinigami at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my last Treehouse of Horror question for you here. Which of these movies has not been parodied by Treehouse of Horror? Out of these 4 options, Into the Spider-Verse, The Shape of Water, the Halloween franchise, Mike Myers mask guy, or Kingsman?
Not the Shrek guy.
You are correct. A Halloween, despite being one of the classic Halloween movie horror franchises, has never had a parody on Treehouse of Horror. But Kingsman, Shape of Water, and Into the Spider-Verse have all gotten riffed on.
Yeah, they love to riff on Spider-Man.
Yeah. Into the Homerverse did see... I think Mr. Burns had to save the universe because he saw an alternate universe where he was Smithers' assistant. Very classic. And then Shape of Water, Patty and Selma end up... it's originally a Selma finds Kang locked up and falls in love with him, and they go to run away. And at the end of that one, Kodo shows up with the spaceship and kills everyone. It isn't Kang and Selma, and then Patty comes so that they can have the pairs complete.
Crazy Simpsons.
And in the Kingsman one, Bart gets inducted into the Kingsman to solve Homer's death, and it turns out Homer had faked his own death and become a villain. So it's kind of a Kingsman James Bond mashed up there.
It's good.
Classic stuff.
Very much so.
So tune into this year's Treehouse of Horror, which will debut probably the first weekend of November, if the schedule holds, for their release. In fact, let's take a look here. Yeah, because the 31st is a Friday this year, and is when you are listening to this, hopefully, if you're being topical and timely about it. So that means this year's Treehouse of Horror should debut on Sunday, November 2nd.
You would hope. You'd think.
Sometimes it's much, much later.
Very much so.
Zach, did you have any other Halloween business you'd like to conduct this week?
Yeah, I feel like we can't go on Halloween and talk about all the tricks that I was put into without talking a little bit about the treats. What are we looking for in the Halloween basket?
Ooh, I mean,
give us. We'll do a fun little game here. We'll do a little tier list.
Fantastic. So I got to put Twix high up on my list.
We'll do a cool little tier list. We'll do it. We'll do a nice D through S.
Oh boy, we need like a list to be looking off of then if we're gonna.
Oh, we can get some lists.
Okay, if you find a good one that we can work off of here.
I found a good one.
Okay, share that to me, and we'll take a gander down this candy list. All right, we're just starting at 31.
We'll start at 31. We'll go down.
We are looking at the thrill. If anyone wants to join along at home and do your own ranking, we are looking at the Thrillist list of best Halloween candies of all time ranked from September 19th of 2022. So if there have been any new candy innovations, they have not made it to this list.
I don't think there's been a ton. We can add our variations to it.
I do know of one that came out this year that I do have to mention, which is the Reese's Oreo combo. And they did both versions of it. They did Oreo cookie with Reese's peanut butter filling, and they also did Reese's chocolate cup, top half milk chocolate, bottom half white chocolate, inside cookies and cream filling.
I'm more for the latter.
The previous the sandwich with the peanut butter in there is the better version. We tried both. Anyway, so back to the Thrillist list. Starting at 31, ranking D through S. D, F, no. D, C, B, A, S.
There you go. We alphabeted backwards.
Yeah, for sure.
We're all sober here.
I would never pass that sobriety test. Just FYI. All right, Smarties.
There's a lot of hate for Smarties out there.
If there is a lot, Smarties are an unpopular candy by and large.
I don't hate them nearly as much. Smarties for me are like a C.
Smarties for me are an A.
Really?
Because they are so disvalued by everyone, and I love those little guys. It's such a good, and they're readily available. I like a Smartie. I like letting it melt in my mouth, and it's a good little fruit flavor.
Really?
That's an A tier. It's not an S tier. It's not like I'm going to go out of my way for them, but I will 100% take anyone's Smarties.
Yeah, and the Thrills list is all ranked, of course, so you are very
already,
much so.
Bucking the trends.
Yeah, I'm glad we grabbed this list.
Indeed. All right, number 30, Airheads.
Airhead is an A for me. It could be better.
C tier.
Really?
I do not care for an Airhead very much. It's a bad taffy. It's too chewy.
Yeah, that is the one thing. It's a little too chewy and it gets stuck sometimes. It's not ideal, but I do like...
The older I've gotten, the less interested I have gotten in Airheads.
Fair enough.
All right, cracking right along here. Number 29, Jolly Ranchers.
D.
I think C as well. It's not bottom. Like, I'll eat a Jolly Rancher, but I'm not going out of my way for a Jolly.
I don't...
Like, I feel... It's one of those things, unless you have given me a handful of them in like a variety of flavors, a singular Jolly Rancher by itself is nothing.
Here's a little upsetting news for my list. Anything that's a hard candy that I'm just sucking on, automatic D.
Oh boy.
I want to chew.
You want some texture sensation?
I need to chew.
Okay, interesting. That is going to skew the list here pretty hard for us, but let's keep on cracking then. Number 28, the Sour Patch Kids.
S.
I think A tier for me. Still extremely good, but the sour coating limits me.
That being on 28 is crazy.
Yeah, if this is their ranking, that is insane because that's a quality candy. But yeah, for me, if I go too hard, I get the sour fatigue and my mouth's a little too beat up by the acid.
The weakness as you get old.
Indeed, I can't help it. Number 27 here on this list, Runts. This is D tier.
D. It's a hard candy that you can chew, but also the flavor's not.
They're bad.
The banana one? The banana one is like the most memorable one.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I avoided most turns. Number 26, Blow Pops.
D. I'm going to give Blow Pops a C. There's something chewy inside.
You do get a chew on the inside. This is borderline CD territory for me too. Like I as a young man, I was very interested in a Blow Pop, but it's too... It entices you to do the crunch on the immediate,
which
is good for marketing, bad for actual teeth.
Very much so.
All right, moving right along here. 25, Whoppers. Whoppers go into D tier for me, unfortunately. Yeah. This is not even...
They are the worst chewing. Those are constantly getting stuck, and it's a whole jaw workout.
There was a time in my younger days when like the sensation of the malting thing was doing pretty good. And then after a certain age, that malt became liquid kryptonite to me.
I don't like the malt flavor in anything.
Oh, well, my tummy just can't. So that's not even an optional. If Whoppers get in the situation, things have gone awry for me. We got a bad night ahead.
Things are bad.
Moving right along. Number 24, Milk Duds.
D. If there was an F, I'd put them there.
Yeah, this is also D tier for me. Too sticky, too chewy, not great flavor for my money.
Hate them.
The people doing the Milk Duds and the popcorn, what are you doing?
Why do you want to have the popcorn stick to your teeth?
I don't know. Number 23 on this list, Milky Way.
Milky Way also, I feel like, gets a lot of hate. It's not that bad. I'd throw it in a C or a B.
Oh, Milky Way is A tier for me.
Really?
I like a Milky Way. And this is another one of like being able to capitalize on people's disinterest in it because if you're looking... Because it's basically just chocolate and caramel.
We see what kind of men we are here.
I'm opportunistic, for sure.
Very much so.
But yeah, most people are happily willing to discard a Milky Way, and I love that little. That's it. They have a very good caramel texture going on.
Interesting.
22 Laffy Taffies.
I'm gonna give them a B. I like the extreme flavor of the Airheads more if I'm gonna get the chewy thing.
This is a B tier for me as well. This is a better taffy than Airheads, but that's a pretty low bar.
Yeah. Also, I like the description of the Thrillist on your Milky Way, like a caramello on a budget.
Hey, yeah, some of us didn't have access to caramellos as kids, all right?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that. If I had known about it, maybe I'd be ranking the Milky Ways differently, but I just had Milky Ways. All right, moving right along here. Number 21, we got nerds. Those crunchy little nuggets.
The crunchy little nugget, I'm going to say goes in probably a B tier, but a Nerd's Gummy, A tier.
Yeah, they did not specify. I think a Nerd's Gummy is better. Classic Nerds, B tier for me.
Yeah, I do like the flavor of them.
Yeah, definitely will eat them. Not going to be first on the list of things I'm going for. Number 20 on this list is Skittles.
A tier for me.
This is borderline A or B for me. Solid, reliable. I know what I'm getting, but I'm not always looking for that fruit flavor.
Yeah, I do just like the variation of all the Skittles, all the different flavors, sour, not sour, and they're chewy. I'm a big fan of that.
There was a time in my early 20s when Skittles were very popular for their dye properties in vodka.
They're scientific.
Yes, very much so. Moving along here, I think this is one that we're probably going to buck some trends on. Number 19, Paydays.
It's an S tier.
Yeah. Most people would disagree with you.
Who
wants just a peanut candy?
Who was grown up or who's raised by old folks?
Yeah. First note on Payday. Are Paydays kind of a grandpa candy? Yes. The answer is yes, and they are S tier.
Does not.
It's a good salty sweet. They have the crunch of the peanut, the soft of the caramel. It's
arguably one of my favorite candies of all time.
Personally. Doing a lot of heavy lifting, yeah, for sure. Coming right down the list. 18, Haribo gummies. Now, it's very interesting they specify Haribo brand. Because there are other like off brands that you can get of gummies that are not as good.
There are. Haribo is either an S or an A, depending on which type and flavor.
I think this, for just undefined Haribo gummies, A tier.
Yeah.
Some variations are S tier, but a gummy is kind of always up my alley.
Very much so.
17, Junior Mints. Right down on the D tier for me, baby.
I don't like the mint.
Chocolate and mint is a bad combo in most situations.
It's not. That is a very. That is agreeing. I agree with you, which is not agreed upon.
Not by a popular sentiment
by the rest of the people.
All right. Number 16, Twizzlers. A licorice, a fake licorice, essentially. Because a Twizzler. Now, again, there's some variation here. Classic Twizzlers, a red rope that's just like the hollow straw style. Probably C tier.
I think they go in D tier. All the licorices go in a D tier for me. The worst is the
pull and peel?
The pull and peel is slightly better.
Okay, I was going to say, I would put a pull and peel in B.
I don't know which brand it is, but it's just like the hollow version, and it's just like tastes like cough syrup.
The hollow one is a classic Twizzler, and then there's also Red Vine, which is like the movie theater style.
I don't like a Red Vine or worse.
And a Red Vine is the hardest bite of a quote unquote candy.
I don't like a Red Vine.
I think if you went to a Red Vine factory and it came fresh off the line, it would still be that rock hard, impossible to bite texture.
Just take it.
Age has nothing to do with it. It's just a bad mix.
Go eat a tire. Basically tire.
Okay. Coming down the list here. Number 15, a Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth, B tier.
This is one that was just not very. B or an A. This was not very common in our household as a kid. For me, I do not have a lot of recollection of a Baby Ruth, so it's a C tier for me. Just mid.
Fair.
Coming down the list, a classic at number 14, M&M's. And this is one where there's a lot of variation.
A lot of variation.
But if we just take it as classic, plain M&M's.
C. It's like,
C.
Fine.
It's above, it's not a D tier, it's not in the basement, but there's so many more interesting things going on.
Throw a peanut in there, it's a B.
Now, I would say pretzel would be my S. Pretzels are S tier, B are A tier.
That's tough. The pretzel ones are fine, but I think the peanut is like top tier.
I have a problem with the pretzel M&Ms. Like, you cannot give me a bag of those or they will be gone in a matter of hours, and it's not a good thing.
Also, these rankings are kind of wild because
the next one up, yeah. Yeah, number 13, flavored Tootsie Rolls. Now, important to clarify the flavored between just classic Tootsie Roll, because classic Tootsie Roll is a D tier for almost everyone. That was like the weirdest kid in class was the one who wanted the Tootsie Rolls.
What? They don't feed you at home? What's wrong with you?
Something. Have you tried other candy? Because there's other ones that don't taste like that.
Yeah. No.
Now, flavored ones, those are worth doing a little digging for in the bucket.
They are. A flavored one, they're some are better than others for sure in the flavor. I think it would go probably in a C tier for me though.
I think, yeah, depending on the flavor. Some of the red ones I would say B tier, but if it's just unspecified flavor Tootsie Roll, C is fine.
Yeah.
Number 12, a Heath bar.
I think, are we going to disagree here? Because this is going to go straight into a D tier for me.
I don't love a Heath, actually, because it's a toffee thing, and I've never loved that crunch.
Yeah, I don't like a toffee.
The toffee and chocolate combo has not quite worked for me. I think that's also D tier for me. I'm not hunting them out. I will probably trade a Heath away for any of the other ones
anything else
talked about.
Yeah.
Number 11, this is wildly low. Starburst.
A tier for me.
Or S tier. S tier for me, Starburst.
You'd rather have a Starburst over a Skittle?
Yes.
100%. I don't know if I agree
all day, every day.
I don't know if I agree with that. I like a Skittle more than a Starburst.
Now, this is based on the discussion of freshness as well. A stale Starburst loses a lot of points.
Just a rock candy.
Yeah, when it becomes a sucking candy, then we've lost some of the pizzazz.
You've turned your Starburst into a Jolly Rancher, I see. I have some
but
of those.
A fresh, chewy Starburst is S tier.
I have some of those in a backpack somewhere, actually.
No, thank you.
My issue, though, with a fresh Starburst is it's still very sticky, like a Airhead. It has Airhead stickiness.
Interesting. I don't have that issue, I guess, so.
And I'd rather have an Airhead over a Starburst.
Absolutely insane. Crashing right into the top 10 here. Hershey's bars, a classic milk chocolate Hershey bar. That's no higher than a B for me.
It's a C, probably for me, just a standard. And if you still, I think a standard is probably C. If you add nuts, a C plus. Cookies and cream, though.
A cookies and cream or like a crackle. I'm not sure if crackle's going to be higher on the list.
Crackle's going to be higher on the list.
For sure. But yeah, a classic for me, B.
Yeah, B's high for that. But it is a classic.
9, Reese's Pieces. Now, this is probably, I'm going to get some flack for this. Reese's Pieces is a C, borderline D for me.
Really?
Far inferior to the whole Reese's.
I like a Reese's Pieces more because it's just cleaner to eat overall.
Nah.
But for me, it probably goes in a B tier.
Yeah, that's bottom of the barrel to me. Here we go. Number 8, Nestle Crunch.
B.
A tier for me. I like a crunch.
It's not bad. There are just better chocolate items to have.
For sure. Number 7, it's a Mr. Good bar. That's a bit of a surprise. Yeah, that's
old school, but a Mr. Good bar is delicious. So Mr. Good bar is better than a crackle because it has peanuts in it. I'm a big fan of the chocolate peanut combination, sweet and salty.
Interesting.
I don't like the crispy as much.
I just didn't have as much exposure to Good bar in my childhood days, I don't think. So C for me. Number 6 is going to be a 100 grand.
100 grand is delicious.
Yeah.
I think that has to be an A.
I would.
It's an A or a B.
It's an A or an S for me. I can't decide if it is. I don't think it's an S tier, but I would definitely go for 100 grand over a lot of these other ones.
Another fun rock fact about Zach is he's not a big fan of chocolate in general.
This is true.
Finding which ones are good. I can't imagine I put a chocolate in S tier. If it was, I think the 100 grand might deserve it, or a Reese's.
Just for that, I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Number 5, the Butterfinger.
D.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't like the inside as much. It reminds me, it's a toffee.
Unfortunately, for tooth-related reasons, I do have to rank it at a D tier now because I can't go for a Butterfinger straight away. That is a bad bite, for sure. Flavor, good. I like the taste, but yeah, crunching experience, not great. Number 4, we've got a Kit Kat bar.
A.
I think A is the right spot. I never say no to a Kit Kat, but it's not gonna blow my mind.
Especially now that we expanded all the flavors, especially in Japan.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Japan and Korea.
The flavor array of Kit Kats, that has a whole. There are some S and there are some D tier in the strange flavor category of Kit Kats, for sure. This is number 3, Snickers.
B. I'd rather have.
Now that is wild, considering.
I would rather have 100 grand.
Considering the prevalence of them in our household, the fact that you have them in B tier.
I would rather have 100 grand.
I mean, you're not wrong. 100 grand is better, so I guess by that logic, it has to be borderline like A, B for me. So yeah. No, I think it's an A for me. A Snickers is an A. I'm never mad at a Snickers.
I'm not mad at it, which is why it gets a B, but I'm not. There's things I'd rather have.
Okay, here we're getting in on the good stuff here. Number 2, Twix. That's an S tier for me.
A tier. It goes below $100,000 though. I'd rather have $100,000 still.
Interesting.
$100,000 is just so good.
So we've already found the top of your list because the number 1 spot here on the Thrillist list is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, which that is a hard to beat candy.
It is.
It is S tier for me as well.
I think it has to go in S tier for me because I've eaten so many of them. Like, and in your trick or treating bag, there's nothing better than finding a Reese's cup.
Just the right amount of cocaine in that powdered sugar peanut butter mix to really make the inside of a Reese's just so addicting.
I will say that not all Reese's cups are treated equally. The small ones sometimes don't taste.
The minis,
I don't know why, but they don't taste right.
No, the minis do have an incorrect, because the chocolate shell has to still be so thick. It's an incorrect ratio of chocolate to peanut butter. You're not incorrect, which is also the argument people make about the holiday ones, like the trees and the eggs and the footballs.
No,
those have a thin shell with much higher peanut butter to chocolate ratio, and that's not for everyone either. But a classic Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is like the perfect 50-50 choco peanut butter. Yum, yum, yum.
What ended up in Reese's are S tier, and then I think Sour Patch Kids. I think those are my S tier.
You love the sour.
I do. I'm a big fan of the gummy sour.
I'm a little wild that that's the only sour one on here.
The other ones. So the other candies that did not get included here are not the Airhead Extremes.
Yeah, I would have said like a Take 5 is also in an S tier for me.
The Take 5 is very good
because you got a pretzel, you got some peanut butter, you got the choco, you got a little salty.
That belongs up there. The gummy worms are always S tier for me, just in general.
And most all gummies for me. I think the only gummy that doesn't make S tier for me is a Swedish Fish. A Swedish Fish is probably like a B.
Swedish Fish are bad. I'm not a.
That's another one where if it's not fresh,
the age does its justice.
Yeah. And those don't turn into hard candies after. They just become rocks. They just become red Swedish rocks.
Sour Punches an S. Those are like the best.
Is that like a Warhead?
It's kind of. So like, I don't know if you remember in the movie theater, they're like the little sour ropes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, those are like the top of the top candy.
Yeah. That's, again, too much sour on it for me, but that's one of the ones you could do like the fruit roll-up thing with, right?
Yeah. Warhead, C tier.
D tier for me. Way too sour. Fantastic. Well, that was good. Yes. Any other candies I can think? So we already mentioned the Oreo. Oreo wasn't even on here, but it's not really a Halloween candy. People are giving out Oreos.
I wouldn't be upset if I got an Oreo in my trick or treating basket, but
it's untraditional.
I'd be confused.
Yeah, for sure.
Is an apple a candy?
If so, it is D tier.
If you are handing,
how about popcorn balls?
Is that? I'm putting that one in F tier.
Oh boy, all the way off the list.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I have a strong bias. Popcorn meant to be salty.
So no kettle corn for you?
It's not my favorite.
Is that enough sweet salty combo?
No, it doesn't, because it's too sweet. Like there's like the popcorn by itself needs some salt.
That's very interesting. I know a 6-year-old version of you who would probably disagree with that sentiment.
Yeah, he didn't know any better. He
that
needed
was before several teeth incidents.
He needed the sugar rush.
Yeah, for sure.
Kid's not going to say no to sweet things.
You're not wrong. Fantastic. Do we have any other Halloween business we need to discuss while we're here?
I can't think of anything off of my head. Done some tricks, and they were all.
We discussed treats.
Yes, you gotta discuss the treats. I think it's important for people to know what's the good and the bad out there.
Absolutely. Some people are going to yell at us for the many claims we've made in this episode.
Yeah, but
hopefully
they're not wrong. No one's wrong here. They deserve to be yelled at, but also they don't know any better.
It's all subjective.
Kind of.
It's all subjective, but we're right.
Yes. If you're, like I said, if you're handing out apples and toothbrushes and popcorn balls, they should belong back in through your window.
Yeah. I mean, now, this is a thing we can maybe discuss a little before we head out here. Is trick-or-treat culture kind of like dying away from the way it was in our childhood? Because we've as a household, we've done the bucket outside aside in the kind of honor system, take your own, because the dogs don't generally prefer the ringing of doorbells all night.
Yeah. So in my mind, I think like I don't know how many people are actually going out trick or treating anymore. Like you will go to like a trick or treat event, like what the zoo has, or what your work is doing, or something like that.
Yeah, that seems to be a much more common thing of like organized events where people come and do like a trunk or treat at the aquarium or something.
The thought of me just in the world today of letting your children go out, ring some doorbells, and get candy from a stranger. That sounds crazy. That sounds insane.
A little bit, for sure. And like in this economy, who has free candy to give out? And I don't know if you've seen the price on the candy bags. They're crazy.
I have bought candy bags, so
yeah, you know.
I do know kind of all too well.
It's a little wild to do that, because it used to be like a thing, and it seems like it just doesn't happen anymore, where there would be the known like affluent neighborhoods where
you get the
full bars were in play, and there were just like good suburban grids where my best haul year came, me and our neighbor, his dad drove the minivan mailman style to the end of each block. We would do a loop, come back to the van. We had pillowcases in the van to dump out the bucket in. So at each new block, it looks like you're just starting. And they're like, oh, we got to get you going with some candy. I had such a good haul. But I mean, that takes dedicated effort and planning and a route. And imagine doing that for 3 hours on a cold winter or fall evening.
As a parent, I think that'd be like a cool thing. That's like a sign of,
look
at the work we've put into this.
Yeah, you definitely make your money's worth for sure. If you put the effort in. So, kids, if you're listening, tell your parents, coordinate, get on Google Maps, find the affluent zip codes.
Very much so. With the full candy bars, if you know where they are, share with your friends.
Yep. And all that good safety stuff, though. If you do go out trick or treating, for anyone who is, the flashlights, reflective puffy vests over your costume.
Also, I'm a little upset. Like, what the hell, Colorado? Now that I'm an adult, it's the warmest Halloweens I've ever had in my entire. Well, I know why, but
climate change.
Yeah, allegedly. But like, from what I remember, Batman never wore a puffy jacket.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, Denver did have a good habit of wanting to get a first snow on the ground before or by Halloween. So. Denver superheroes had a lot of different layers going on.
Oh, look, Superman. Look at him in his puffy little jacket and gloves. How adorable.
Look at Spider-Man in your little beanie and mittens.
No, not anymore.
Nah, not a concern. We're still in like the 50s or 60s and 70s out here.
Very much so. With that being said, thank you guys for joining us along with all of our tricks, treats, ghosts, ghouls, rankings, and all the other fun stuff. We hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Hope you get all the candy in the world. Make sure, once again, get them full-size bars. They're out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next week for a regular episode. This, of course, has been 321 Presents. Of course, I am the master of not knowing any of the Pokemon. My name is Zach, and along with me has been my quiz master, Nick.
Until next time, guys. Adios.
See ya.